Well, hello, hello. My name is Kelly, and I like to play around with Leonardo.ai, the new AI art generators. So what I've been doing is I've been trying to get these basically our favorite lyrics and our favorite words from books to come out and get the images that we've been trying to get. Um, I know that didn't make much sense.
Our favorite lyrics and our
Whoa,
favorite words
what's
from
going
books
on
to
there?
come out and get the images that we've been trying to
Hold on, I
get.
got to turn some volume down here. There we go. Get adjusted. All right, there's my first flub, Aussie. I meant to do that. All right, so let's see what we can do here. Um, let's see. A fellow Discord member and subscriber, Mike Jones, asked me to go out and do Inagata de Vita from Iron Butterfly. But that's kind of a hard song because Inagata de Vita aren't real words. What it is it's a play on words. So apparently, the guys wanted to write a song about Adam and Eve, but they didn't want it to go all biblical. So instead, what they did was they did the play on words. So it's in the Garden of Eden. They just changed it up to Inagata de Vita. So with that in mind, let's get busy and let's see what Leonardo is going to make of all this. So I've got let me get the share here all set up. We'll go to where am I at here? There we go. And I've got the lyrics already copied out here so that we can just do what we need to do here. So a lot of times these words aren't going to make any sense, right? So Inagata de Vita, Leonardo's not going to know what Inagata de Vita is. So since we know that that is in the Garden of Eden, we're going to make that in the Garden of Eden. So what I usually do, we can try it here. Sometimes Leonardo's smart enough to be able to say, okay, I understand what you're trying to do. So we'll just type, actually, I'll just, I have to. In the Garden of Eden, but as soon as I put honey, it's going to represent honey of some sort, which makes things a little more difficult. So let me switch this. I like using absolute reality. That's by far my favorite model. I'll usually keep it on dynamic or creative. And if I'm doing photography, I'll jump down to photography, but mostly dynamic and creative. Those seem to bring out more of the vibrant colors that I like. So I'll leave it on dynamic for now. We're not going to do any negative prompts at this particular moment. And let's just see what happens here. I'm sorry with the Wizard of Oz stuff here. Today's challenge on Discord was paths. And my sister's a huge Wizard of Oz fan, so I figured there's no better path than that one, right? So anyway, in the Garden of Eden, honey. Let's see what happens. And I guarantee you it's going to be something to do with honey. Now, since that's the issue, and I know it's going to be, we'll probably have to run the lyrics through ChatGPT to give us a prompt that will be more fitting into what Leo is going to want to see. But honestly, this is pretty damn good here. I might just use these, to be honest, because this is pretty decent. Her hand's a little messed up. And that's a little on the not safe for work side, but for the most part, that's pretty good. I'm really surprised by that because I was expecting it to do a lot of honey. Let's try, I do it with Magic D. Let's see if I can get, I got to get it through here somehow. And ChatGPT has been a bear of late. So let's just type in the Garden of Eden and honey. But see, when you put that comma in there, it just automatically wants to do honey. So I'm going to say in the Garden of Eden, and we're going to leave it at that. And we're going to let ChatGPT bring something up. But those are really good images. I'm quite impressed with those. I tried this on an earlier deal, and it kept bringing up bumblebees, and it wasn't a good looking bumblebee. It was just all honey slathered all over everything. It wasn't a very good image. That's the roughest part about trying to do this on a live stream, is that waiting for the prompts to finish. I mean, you know, it's giving an error there that it's slowing down Firefox. But that's just because there's so many people hitting it all at the same time. I'm not on the paid version of ChatGPT, and I probably won't get on that. I am, however, on the paid version of Leonardo. As you can see, I'm fully stocked, and I've only got 8 days to use them all up. And that's actually only about half of what I'm supposed to have. But there we go. All right, so we've got a couple of them here: a photorealistic, an artistic, and then some inspiration and some rendering issues, so or suggestions. So let's copy this in and see what it says, and adjust it however we need necessary. So a photorealistic image, we're going to leave it at that. A breathtaking photograph capturing a serene and idyllic scene in the Garden of Eden. The image should convey a sense of paradise with lush vegetation, clear streams, and vibrant wildlife. The lighting should be soft and natural, illuminating the scene with a warm and golden hue. It should be taken with a high-resolution camera. I always change that to 64 because I just love how crisp and detailed 64 gives you. And a wide-angle lens, 24 millimeter, to encompass the beauty and of this heavenly garden. Now, there's going to be some other stuff in here. Now, this is just a prompt creator that myself and a few others have been passing around and adjusting as necessary. So for the photorealistic image here, draw inspiration from lush natural landscapes and the idea of an earthly paradise. So we'll put that here in the end. And I always... Oh, what are you doing here? I always, for whatever reason, that didn't copy. Probably because I didn't copy it. User error. But I'll always go in here and change this. It already knows it's a photorealistic image. So I just say for the image. Draw inspiration from that. And then we'll go to the rendering style. And we'll pop the photographic render style out. And put that back in. And again, take out photorealistic. It already knows. The image should prioritize a highly detailed naturalistic render style to portray the Garden of Eden as a real and pristine place. Now, you can see here, I'm spending 16 tokens a piece every time now. And honestly, I would only do 8 if it would allow, because I really only want to do one image. And I could still do one image, but it's still going to cost 16 tokens to do that. So may as well get a second image and then be able to pick and choose from which one I think is the best one, right? I do use Prompt Magic. I always use version 3 and I crank it up, okay? I love it having up like that. For whatever reason, it does me the best that way. Alchemy is on. I don't do any changes in Alchemy, and I will leave it at the whatever the set one is that comes up. So in Dream Shaper, it'll come up 640, 832. Leonardo's much larger, but Absolute Reality, which is the one I pretty much stick with. I try and change it back to the 640, 832, just so it sits a little better there. It seems to like the model it's created in, and it's such a bear to get it where it needs to go. We need I don't know if you can type there. You know, we need a little typing thing here. But anyway, we'll leave it at the 768 512. How about that? Now this is going to be wide, as you see, a landscape. Sometimes I'll go vertical or a vertical, but it doesn't play very well in making a video. You'll have it on one side, and then all your text will be over on the other side. And it really kind of shortens all the imagery that you get. So for my videos, I like to keep them on the on the landscape side of things. So we're going to keep this in dynamic. Although this is a photorealistic image, we could change it to photography. Let's give that a try and see what happens. And then I'll also do another generate with dynamic set. Hi, Annie. Welcome. Dee, good to see you. So glad everybody's here. Let's see what this thing will generate for us. Wow. That's pretty impressive. It's really impressive. I don't know that I want one with a horse in it, but just absolutely gorgeous. If that doesn't scream the Garden of Eden, I don't know what does. Got a little water coming out of the tree here for whatever reason. But absolutely beautiful. There's a perfect path for today's challenge, huh? Wow. So that, I would pick one of these, and this would be my first image. And I'll run this image for whatever the, let's see here. I've got the lyrics here. So this would probably be for those two lines right there. And I got it, in the Garden of Eden, honey, don't you know that I'm loving you? And then I'll do the next one. In the Garden of Eden, baby, don't you know that I'll always be true? Now, you could go back in here and actually type all of that in, right? In the Garden of Eden. I'll leave the honey part out. Don't you know that I'm loving you, right? And let's see what that comes up with. Of course, we're going to get the inevitable long stay of prompt creation. This is something else that's kind of been bothering me a little bit, is that when it first creates, it's in a pretty decent size, and you can see all the detail and whether or not you want to render it up and spend another $5 to upscale it. When it's in this size, it's impossible to see any kind of issues. And you actually have to go all the way out and into your personal feed to be able to pull anything up to get it to that size. I mean, it's, it is what it is. There's a workaround, but it would be a bit better efficiency wise if we could do it the other way. If you could do it from the actual generator. I don't know if any of you guys have ever noticed it. Well, see, this one's all the way up. It's just fine. But I went and opened that one in. Yeah, I went and opened that one in my personal, and that's why it's up to that size. I bet if I do that in the other one now. I'll just open both just because I don't remember which one it was. Like that. Now if I go back in, yeah, it's full size. So a little bit of a bug there, but I'm sure they'll get it figured out. All right, let's see if we got anything here new. All right, we did. So photorealistic image. We're going to do that one again. Romantic and dreamy photograph. Capturing a loving couple in the midst of the Garden of Eden. The image should evoke a sense of intimacy and passion, with the couple locked in a loving embrace. The lighting should be soft and warm, casting gentle shadows amidst the lush vegetation. This image should be taken with a high-resolution camera, 64K, thank you, and a prime lens 50mm, to emphasize the couple as the focal point. Then we'll come back down here and we'll grab the inspiration for the photograph. Pop that in there. This used to work a lot better. It used to give me V code blocks, and then I could just hit copy, and it would copy everything inside the block, and I could just paste it. But for whatever reason, I guess because I'm probably on the non-paying version of ChatGPT, they stopped that from happening for me. Yeah, see, I'm locked up here again. Seems to be every time. Yeah, 16:9 works really good. I agree. You get full image. Okay, so it must just be a Firefox deal. Are you on Firefox or no? Oops. There we go. So render style. And we'll pop that in. Render style, the photorealistic image, let's take that out. The image should prioritize a highly detailed and emotive render style to convey the depth of love within the Garden of Eden. Okay, so let's see what we can get. We'll generate with that, and we'll also pop it to photography, and we'll generate with that. It's like Christmas. Come on, what am I going to get? I use Chrome. I might have to switch to that. Okay. Looks like something from one of them crazy novels that we used to come out in the 80s that my mom would read. Hands are a little messed up there. Again, I don't understand the Garden of Eden and a razor. This one's not bad. It's cool but there's lights, which that doesn't make any sense. Still, though, you understand where I'm going. Now, either one of these, there we go again with the small. Either one of these are going to work. That one I'd have to fix the hands, and maybe a little bit less on the cleavage there. I'm not really about all that. This one's not bad. I think that might actually be the one. Like the roses in the background. So yeah, I would throw that out there, and I'd use that for the first two stanzas, and then we'll grab the second two stanzas. Don't you know that I'll always be true? It's really all I need there. Ah. So sometimes this can take a little bit. I mean, I've gone through. They're usually, if I'm just trucking along and I'm going through them, not having any problems, I can usually get through one whole music lyric video in about 30 minutes or so, somewhere in there, and then it takes me another hour and a half or so to put the video together. But this is my favorite part by far. Like I always say, it's like those red gumball machines that you see at the grocery stores. You put your quarter in, and you got those little clear round globe things with a toy inside. You have no idea what toy you're going to get until you turn that knob. You open that lid, and you get that little toy. It's just like that for Leo, except you can delete it and try again without having to spend so much money. Come on. There we go. So if any of you are interested in that prompt generator that we've been passing around, if you don't have one yourself, I would be happy to share it with you, as long as you agree that any new things that you put on it, you don't mind sharing with me. Let's see, a stunning high-resolution photograph capturing the serene beauty of the Garden of Eden. The focus of the image should be on the natural elements, showcasing the lush foliage, vibrant flowers, and the tranquil atmosphere of this idyllic garden. The lighting should be soft and ethereal, enhancing the sense of tranquility and purity, using a wide-angle lens, 24mm, to capture the expansive landscape. What else do we have in here? Inspiration. We're going to go through the mythical garden here, it looks like. Get rid of the photorealistic. And pop in the next one for the render style up to there. Got too many things open. All right, so let's see. Inspiration for the image. Draw inspiration from classical landscape photography and the idea of capturing the timeless beauty of the mythical garden. The photorealistic, the image should aim for hyperrealism, bringing out the intricate details of the Garden of Eden. I think this is pretty much going to give us these, right? But we'll go ahead and run them anyway because I have a lot of tokens to get through. It's pretty messed up when you win the big bounty and you have so many tokens you don't want to waste the win. I would have just lost them all, you know. So it was nice to be able to. Roberto ended up letting me share the winnings and donated them to another user. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. I wish this was a little more levered that way, but wow. Again, wow. Yep, I could see eating an apple, most definitely. Wow. So yeah, I've got 4 here that I can pick and choose from, and all 4 of these would work absolutely amazingly. Just beautiful. I love the differences in flowers that that throws. I mean, I think I have some of these in my front yard, as a matter of fact. Just beautiful. All right, so let's go to the next one. Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? So I'm going to get rid of the and because, you know, that's something that just doesn't spark interest. To Leo, I don't think Leo would know what to do with it. Delete and back. Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? Let's see what that does. Should probably check, huh? Hi, David. How are you? It's good to see you. Glad you could join. Oh, come on now. The worst part. Isn't that what Tom Petty used to always say? The waiting. It's the hardest part. Just beautiful. I'm really impressed with this one. This is turning out to be a little bit more than I was expecting it to be. Thank you to Mike Jones for the suggestion. This will end up being Monday's video, by the way. Woohoo! Here we go. All right, photorealistic image. And let's pop these things in there again. A captivating photograph capturing the moment of 2 hands, one reaching out and the other accepting the invitation. The focus should be on the intricate details of the hands, such as the texture of the skin, the play of light and shadows, and the emotions conveyed through the touch. Use a macro lens, 100 millimeters, to highlight the fine details. Now we'll go back in and we'll grab the inspiration out. I really wish this would have this was running the way it's supposed to run, and maybe I just need to rewrite a few things to get it to run properly again. But boy, I had it really fine-tuned, and unfortunately, it's just not there anymore. So let's see. For the inspiration for the image, seek inspiration from classical portraiture that captures the essence of human connection through close-up shots. Okay, and then our render style. Let's see what it is. The image should aim for hyperrealism to emphasize the tactile quality of the hands. All right, dynamic and a photography. Let's get the other one running while these are doing its thing. Oh, won't you come with me and walk this land? Okay, back in here. Hey, hey, hey. That's a little more than 2. So I'll just get rid of that one. That's a little creepy with the arms. And I don't know what's going on with the hand there. So that whole one was a get rid of. Wow, I don't really know what to say. I should have known this was going to be the most difficult one, right? Because it's hands. Yeah, those are going to have to be rerun. I mean, there's nothing there that's even salvageable. And when I say salvageable, I'll show you what I mean. I guess I could have probably tried it with one of those. I'll just run another one here, and if they come out all screwed up, I'll show you. Oops. We don't say anything about ads. That's right. All right, this one might be usable. That looks all right. We could probably add another finger in there. Actually, just make this could be fixed. This, on the other hand, not so much. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll upscale this now. And then I'll copy that. And I'm going to take it into Photoshop and just paste it into Photoshop. I'll get rid of that rear layer. So it's obvious this hand is just messed up, right? This one looks fine. It's got a little bit of a crooked thumb there, but I think I can fix that. So I'm going to take this little lasso tool here and kind of go around that without, I kind of have to do that one too, don't I? We're going to do that and see what happens. And I'm just going to leave it at nothing. Just let it generate and see if it can fix it on its own. Sometimes it will, other times not so much. And I got to go in and play with it quite a bit to get it to add a finger or whatever the case may be. But usually it's pretty good, and it'll just pick up on what's going on around it and adjust in some way. It gives you 3 options, but it'll adjust in some way. And none of those ways worked. I guess that one's not too bad because there's another finger back there. So it kind of gives the semblance of there's 5 digits. So I think that's probably the best that we're going to get when it comes to hands. God, I just don't like how that, I'd rather have just a little thumb piece coming out right there. So I think I'm going to merge these together. And I'm going to take this little portion here and just fix that. See if it, we can play off of that a little bit. There, that looks better. That looks a lot better. We'll do that one. And now I'm going to add a thumb or something in here. See if it'll do it right. Now this is the beta version of Photoshop. I'm a paid subscriber also of Photoshop, so I have that option. That looks just goofy as shit right there. All of that looks just goofy. So I'm not going to worry about any of that. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we'll call that one done. File, I'll just leave it there and save it later. But it gives you an idea of what can be done there. I'll get rid of that one. All right, so let's go to the next one, which I think I already have run through, didn't I? Come on, wake up. It's a new day. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Oh, no, come on. There you go. Serene beauty of flowers. Yeah, this is another. Just another. Oh wait, no, they're further down. Sorry. Stunning landscape. Vast, serene, natural. Landscape photograph of a vast, serene, natural environment where the land meets the sky. The focus should be on capturing the beauty of the land, showcasing details like mountains, forests, or fields. Use a wide-angle lens, 24 millimeter, to emphasize the expansiveness of landscape. Okay, and then we're going to get our inspiration through there. For the image, draw inspiration from renowned landscape photographers like Ansel Adams, emphasizing the natural beauty of the land. And we'll render the style. The image should aim for high definition and vibrant colors to depict the real world beauty of the land. So we'll start with photography, and we'll also throw in a dynamic. Now, usually, before I was a mid-tier subscriber to Leonardo, and I was only doing the 8,500 tokens a month, this was impossible at 16 tokens a time. That's why I would always just take the first image that it give me. And at that time, I was using Leonardo Diffusion mostly. But I've grown so fond of absolute reality. I mean, these are just gorgeous. That and they're cheaper. I mean, Leonardo Diffusion is like twice the amount to run with. Any of these would work. I mean, every single one of those 4 images will be perfect. And something else, if you've watched my videos, like I hope you have, in my first beginning intro part, there's usually 5 images that don't have anything to do with the lyrics as the song is playing, but I have to have some sort of imagery going by as I'm talking. So I'll keep these and use these as those images for the first 4, and then I'll have one for the actual lyric video, part of the lyrics. Excuse me. And then I'll I think there's either 2 or 3 at the end after the song is done. And again, it's just these types of filler type images, just to make things. What is that? Oh, oops. It didn't seem to affect it any at all. So that's pretty nice. And now I got to do, oh man, here we go again with the taking the hand thing. Yeah, I'd probably just leave that, because I know we're not going to get a better hand than what we already have. So I'll just leave this play through those 3 stanzas, and then we go to the next verse. Let me tell you now, in the Garden of Eden, honey, so this will be 4. It's going to be the same thing. Don't you know that I'm loving you? Don't you know that I'm loving you? So it's just a repeat all the way through until we get to here, which is fine. So I already have the prompts made, right? They're already here. All you got to do is rerun the prompt. Just reuse however many times you want, and then you'll get whatever difference is made. I'm not going to do that now, just to shorten things up, since this is a pretty short song. And then we'll just come down to this part isn't there. You might also like the 12 Days of Christmas songs. Yeah, I don't think so. And Taylor Swift. Copy paste error. Actually, that's all there is. All the way through. It's the same chorus. Same verses. So that's pretty much it. It's just a matter of repeating and reusing those already made prompts to get however many images you're going to need to fill in those lines in the song, right? So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 12 images is all you're going to need for the song part, plus the 5, 17 plus 2. So 19, 20 images will really be all you need for this video to be completed. And then at that point, yeah, you just go back in and say, okay, I got 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I'm not going to use those two, but yeah, you see how easy that is. I mean, it really is just a matter of making sure your prompts are right for what it is that you're trying to see. I wish I could get those things to open perfectly without having to go into here. But, well, I mean, the mist, beautiful. The sun, how it's coming over that mountain, the shade and the shadows, it's just absolutely phenomenal. The grass blades, I mean, it's incredible how detailed. Come on now. What are you doing there? Yeah, it's incredible how detailed it gets. I mean, the reflection here in the pond, more of that fog that hasn't quite been burnt off yet. It's just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. I hope that helps. Like I said, if anybody needs any of that information on what the prompt is, you know, how to get these prompts, just let me know and I'll send it to you through Discord. It's basically just telling it. It's just a whole thing. You know, I'll provide you with an idea. Use your creativity to apply all of the above into 4 images, four prompts. I usually change that, you know, just depending on what it is I'm doing. If I'm doing it for a challenge, I'll probably do 4. That way I have 4 to select from. And if I'm doing it for one of my books or for the lyrics, then it's usually only 1. Here, you know, like I said, must be in VBNet code blocks for easy copy and paste, but it's broke. It just doesn't do it anymore. I have input this many times and it doesn't make a difference. It just won't do it in the code blocks. I'll show you. Well, I can't do it now because it's running through, but I'll show you what those code blocks are like because they're really, really nice. They make it very easy to go through this. If it would do its thing. There we go. Nope, not quite. Come on. Come on. The waiting is the hardest part. There we go. All right, let's go up until we find some code blocks up here. You can see how long it's been since the code blocks. There we go. So, and these are even bad ones. They were only 1-lined ones, which I didn't like. There we go. This is more like what it's supposed to look like, right? This was the one I did for Big Bill Murray's movie Kingpin, where he's the professional bowler. So you take this, it's already written out for you in this code block, and then you just hit copy code, go back into your person or into your into the AI, and then you just paste it in, just like that. Now, the problem that has is it doesn't put spaces in between stuff, so you have to come back and like I'll take that out, and then I'll just put a period in between everything and a space where it's necessary. So pop art, posters and camera, shot, Big Earn's entrance, and there we go. And then at that point, you just run. Let's see what this one will look like on the stand up. So I'll probably go through and I may use a few of these, but I think I'm going to go through and just keep hitting them. Like I said, it's not like I don't have anything to waste with 8 days left. So Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. It's kind of Bill Murray, kind of not. Hands are screwed up, easily fixed. I love the outfit. I'd wear that any day. I'd go to the grocery store in that. That's a little bit more Bill Murray esque. Yeah, this is fantastic. Oh, so as you can see, I mean, it makes it really nice. Um, and even with this one, like I said, I asked for four, right? Up here, I wanted four. It gave me one. So I said, well, give me three more of them as I wanted. And then it gave me the three more that I was looking for. But again, it could just be that ChatGPT, the free version, just doesn't want to play well with free users. And I can understand that. Got to limit them somehow, right? So there you go. I hope you guys really enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something from it. Um, I'm going to continue with this until I get Mike Jones's video done so that I can have it ready and posted on Monday morning. But it's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see you guys soon. And you all take care. Bye.